Just a quick note to check out the link below to purchase the class. Hey guys, I am so excited. I am going to be teaching a new class for my little scrapbook store, and this is going to be a beginning mixed media class. So it's going to be a little bit different. Okay, first let me give you the basics. I'm going to probably go off on tangents, but the class is going to be over the course of 3 weeks. It will be a Sunday class. We will decide on the time, whether we do a Sunday afternoon or Sunday evening. I'm going to wait until people that purchase the class will kind of do a poll and see what works out best for the majority. But it's going to be a Sunday class that will be approximately 2 hours, followed by a Monday evening Facebook room. So in that room, my goal is to be able to answer questions after you've been able to play a little bit and show your work. Let's share our work with each other and just get excited about what you have created and what you've learned. So we will have basically 6 hours of class time, which will be on Sundays, and 3 hours of questions and answers and sharing time that will follow on that Monday. This class will be in a dedicated Facebook group, so the classes will be there forever. The videos will be there, and if the timeline of the classes and the times or of the classes don't work for you, you can always go back and look at them later. You can go back and reference them later. And then if you aren't available on that Monday night Facebook room, then I would like for you to reach out to me personally through Messenger, and we can set up a time together where we can talk about what you created. I can answer questions. You can show me what you did. And I'm excited. I want to see what you all do and what you all create. So I'm so excited that Michelle is going to give me the opportunity to do this. And I'm saying this is a mixed media class for beginners, but if you've been playing with mixed media, certainly jump in. I would love for that. The class is going to come with what you will get for the class, and I don't have, this is the Dina Wakley Mixed Media journal. I have been playing in this journal a little bit, so but you will get one that obviously is brand new. You will be getting a stencil, and you will be getting a very small stamp set, not stamp set, very small stamp, and then a palette knife. Now, we decided not to include actual media in the class itself, because I know many of you have been buying mixed media products and you haven't used them because either one, you just don't know what to do with them. Number two, you're overwhelmed because there's so many different things and which one should you start with? Or number three, maybe you don't have mixed media products, but I want you to be able to pick out your color, pick out your brand, pick out what you want. So Michelle will have in her shop, she'll have a whole section of all of the mixed media products and all of the things that I will be using in the class. Do you need all of those products? Absolutely not. You can pick and choose what you want and then use the products that you want to use while we're creating. You don't have to use everything I use. I'm going to show you that there are dual purposes for so many of the products out there. So you can pick up one thing. You could pick up some Distress Oxide ink or some Vicki Boutin crayons or a Distress crayon, just one of those items, and I can show you many ways to use just that one item. The one thing you will want to have on hand is some sort of paste, either a modeling paste, a texture paste, a glaze, something of that nature, because that will be important to use with our stencils. Although we'll be showing lots of different techniques on how to use your stencils with all of the different products. So with this class, you're going to get the book, you're going to get the stencil, the stamp, and the palette knife. You are also going to get a PDF that you'll be able to use for reference. And that PDF is going to show, it's going to go over, it's going to have all the details of everything we've learned, all of the products we've used, answering questions like, what's the difference between Vicki Boutin art crayons and Distress crayons? What's the difference between modeling paste and texture paste? All of those questions. Why should I use gesso? What's the difference between clear gesso and white gesso? And when should I use it? All of those questions will be answered in that PDF. So you don't have to remember anything. That's the great thing about this class, is that you're going to get a PDF that's going to let you go back and reference all the things we've talked about. So you have something to go back to. Because if you're like me, and yes, you've watched a video or you've watched a blog or read a blog and you learned it for that moment, but I can tell you that next weekend when I'm going to sit down and create, I have completely forgotten about everything I learned, because that's just how my brain works, right? And so I'm so excited. PDF is also going to include a color wheel, and we're going to talk about color. What colors do you mix together? What colors don't you mix together? What type of products should you mix together, and which ones shouldn't you? Because there are products that are meant to be mixed, and then there are products that really aren't, and when you mix them, they're going to give you a big old mess. So we're going to talk about all of those things, and you have all of that to reference for your future mixed media playtime. And the total for this class, for the 6 hours of class, 3 hours of feedback or questions and answers, the stencil, the book, the palette knife, and the PDF is $35. So I wanted to leave this video so that you guys had an idea of what the class entailed, what you would be getting for that $35, and I hope you will all join me. I'm so excited that Michelle is going to give me this opportunity, and I hope you love the class. I hope you learn from it, and most importantly, I hope that it gives you the courage to try mixed media, because it's not scary once you start, I promise. Hey guys, I wanted to add that currently the class is on a wait list, but put your name on the wait list, because Michelle just had to order more journals, and once those get delivered to the store, which hopefully will be this week possibly, you will be able to purchase the full kit and be added to the private Facebook room. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Thanks, guys.